At 5 years old, Patch heard he didn't care about cartoons or video games. He cared about cars. Not toy cars only, but real ones. The kind that passed by his house, engines humming, badges shining under the sun. To Patch, every car logo told a story, and it all started with something small. One afternoon in 2018, Patch's mother, Lindsay, was walking down the street when something metallic glinted on the sidewalk. She stopped, bent and scratched. It was a Ford decal probably torn off a passing car. Most people would have ignored it. She didn't. She brought it home to her son. To Patch, that decal wasn't trash. It was treasure. It had been on a real car, a moving one, a living piece of the world he loved. That night, he placed it carefully among his toys, staring at it like it was priceless. And that's when the idea formed in his mind, simple, innocent, and powerful. What if he could collect them all? Unlike trading cards or marbles, car decals weren't easy to find. They were attached to cars. And Patch quickly realized something else. None of his friends shared his obsession. So he created a team. Team Hardy. With his brother and sister by his side, Patch searched sidewalks and parking lots, scanning the ground with hope. Hours passed. Days passed. Nothing. Not a single decal. Plan A had failed. That's when Lindsay helped him come up with Plan B. Letters. Together, they wrote to car companies, 50 of them. Some still in business, some long gone. Patch explained his love for cars, his dream of collecting their logos, and politely asked if they might have a spare decal lying around. He didn't just ask, he gave something back. Each letter included a coin from Patch's piggy bank, a photo of Patch posing with a matching car model, proof that this wasn't a scam, just a 5-year-old with a dream. Then they waited. Days turned into weeks. Patch checked the mailbox constantly. Nothing. It seemed like the letters had vanished into silence. Until one day, a package appeared. Not just mail, a response. And that was only the beginning. That first package changed everything. Inside wasn't just a decal, but a letter. Warm, personal, written by someone who had taken Patch seriously. Someone who had read his words and smiled. Then another package arrived. And another. And another. Volkswagen sent a decal in return. Patch's coin, telling him to keep it. BMW mailed a shiny emblem and a note about ultimate driving machines. Lincoln included a hand-drawn sketch of a Continental with words meant for a future driver. Patch opened every package like it was Christmas morning. But Volvo went further. Inside their box were decals, gifts, and toys, plus a message wishing him luck on his mission. Patch didn't fully understand what Sweden was yet, but he knew one thing. Someone far away cared. Soon, the mailbox couldn't keep up. Rolls-Royce, Chevrolet, Infiniti. Each envelope carried more than logos, it carried encouragement. Proof that grown-ups still believed in small dreams. Then came the impossible, a package from the DeLorean Motor Company, a company that no longer existed. Patch stared at the logo in disbelief. The car from Back to the Future, the one people said was gone forever. Somehow, it had answered him. But Bentley topped it all. They sent a real steering wheel center cap, something that once belonged to an actual car. Patch held it carefully, like it might disappear if he squeezed too hard. Not every company had decals. Some sent hats, others toys. Jeep apologized and filled a box with gifts instead. Suzuki and Isuzu sent keychains and trucks from overseas. No one ignored him. That's when the story escaped the mailbox. News outlets picked it up. CBS. Popular mechanics. Interviews followed. Cameras. Smiles. One mechanic said, "The only difference between Patch and me is I don't have hair anymore." Then Ford noticed. Patch was invited not as a visitor but as a guest of honor. He stood among real cars, met Henry Ford III, toured factories, and finally saw where decals were born. And when asked what his first car would be someday, Patch didn't hesitate. A Ford. Because it all started with one lost decal on a sidewalk, and a 5-year-old who believed asking was worth trying.